It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here come the Browns. Drive on offense. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
Flacco from midfield. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. To pass, Flacco. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flacco will take to the air again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 2nd and 3. Bootleg, Flacco. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team. But not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And they'll send the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Penix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Atlanta now. On the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now Cousins. he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun! Gun!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Cousins now from the 50. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins now. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Darnell Mooney.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Flacco.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 62 yards. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, there's London.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked up on...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Dameon Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the ground again with Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll run the draw with Mixon. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Running back sent in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
He's got it. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Throwing here, Darnold. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play action here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long. To throw, here's Darnold. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Going right side, Mixon with it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Sims now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Okay, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're going play action. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. He's trying to go deep again. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Ready? Ready?
Another try following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And the force a small loss. Offense to the line for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. Decent gain here, but short of the first. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Here's Stroud. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he'll be taken down.
The Panthers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And coming out with them, it's the rookie, their second-round draft pick. Here's Young now to throw right away. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Saints take over.
The Panthers offense and their... Young to throw on 1st and 10. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing on second down, Young. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues. Out of the shotgun, Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On second down, Young. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Panthers offense and their... Young to throw on first down. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's first and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Young. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll be third down. Now Young. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Throwing is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a second and 9. On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. This offense and their wide... On first down is Young. This one on target for Johnson. Second and 7. Here's Young. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down, Panthers.
To throw, Young. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it. He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
This offense making its way back. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Now Young. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 23. They'll go play action with Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Young. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adeba.